Right now, we'll bring in Pat Pagano. Take a look at this forecast. Good morning, Pat.
And good morning, Marshall and everybody. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. I heard the little ding go off in the background. I didn't know if Skype was updating as usual.
That's
Um,
right.
there could still be a shower or two scattered about today. There will be partly sunny skies other times, and we'll have highs in the middle 70. The reason why we have a shower or two in the forecast up there, Syracuse, Rochester, is a second front. And the front will be barreling southeastward, and that could cause a couple of showers. No, it shouldn't be a big deal. I was tempted to put in a little thunder and lightning because that always happens when you least expect it. But we shall see as the day goes on. Partly cloudy tonight, mid 50s. Sunny Wednesday in the low 80s. Sunny Thursday, 80. And Friday, sun and some clouds, low 80s. Wednesday through Friday, beautiful days, low humidity, nice warm temperatures. No one will complain. For the weekend, there will be a front approaching on Saturday. So it's going to be hazy and more humid, and showers and thunderstorms will begin to boil up afternoon into the evening and into Father's Day in the morning on Sunday. And then I think in the afternoon it'll turn partly sunny. So the timing should be right for most of the activity to occur, later Saturday into early Sunday. And then at 11:32 Sunday night, summer
Summer.
officially arrives.
Hot down, summer in the city.
Yeah, that's when it comes in Sunday night. So Monday will be the first full day of summer.
I could sing the song by the Jamies. Remember that one? Summertime,
Yes.
summertime, summertime, summertime,
Yeah.
summertime. That was one of my favorite songs back then.
Yeah, they had that. What was the other one? Not Peter and Gordon. I forget who it was that sang leaves swaying in the summer breeze.
Oh, Seals and Cross.
Seals and Craw. Um, yeah, there's a lot of nice. I mean, See You in September is a summer song, but it gets depressing because we don't want to go ahead to September already. Um, but yeah, summer
Summertime and the living
it
is
is easy. And how
easy.
about the Loving Spoonful?
Yep,
Hot Town, Summer in the City.
yeah, that's what I sang. That's what I opened up with. Hot
Oh,
town,
oh,
summer in the
there
city.
you go.
Back my
Yeah.
neck feeling wet and gritty.
Yeah.
It's
So
amazing, huh?
there are some great summer songs. Lazy Hazy Days of Summer.
Oh,
I
Nat
go
King Cole, one of my
crazy
favorites.
lazy,
One
right?
of my, I consider Nat King Cole to be the greatest male vocalist that I've ever heard.
Had a fabulous tone.
Oh my gosh, what a voice! And he was terrific. I mean, right up there, right up there with Sinatra for stand up singers and entertainers. I just love everything Nat King Cole did. And then when his daughter teamed up with him to make that duo after he was long gone was really great. So, but yeah, he had those lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer.
Yeah, that was a very popular tune. Still is. I think a lot of people like that. No doubt about it.
Peter and Gordon summer
I,
song.
I I tried yesterday. I have to tell you this. I tried to watch um, actually two movies. It was difficult because the Mets were playing last evening,
Yeah.
so I was answering phone calls most of the afternoon and most of the night watching Radon. As it was, um, they pulled it off and they won, which is really great. I think there was maybe I think between 9 and 9:30. There was a thunderstorm that went through there. They got 400ths of an inch of rain, so it proved good for them. But I watched. Someone told me to watch Blythe Spirit, made in 2020, with what's her name? Um, is it Judith Drench?
Judy
Is that her?
Dench. Judy Dench.
That right. Um, it was good. Um, I wasn't so sure that I thought the concept was good. I said, this could be a movie that we should watch. And then I went back and watched the one in 1945, and that was actually funnier. So I'm thinking that will take a combination of both, and that may be the movie that we do this summer.
Wow.
Did you ever see it?
No.
It's very funny. Ryder's first wife dies, and he remarries, and they go to a seance because his writing has failed. And he goes seance to try to call back his first wife to see if she could help him out. And of course, she shows up. She shows up, and that's where the fun begins. I'm not saying any more, but it's a funny movie. You can't beat those. I think what's his name wrote that? Noel Coward.
Yeah.
Cowell.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Noel Coward. Yeah.
Right. He wrote that, and you can't beat these old movies. They may be a little bit, what's the word, dated, but they really were done to the hill. I mean, between sets
Good.
and
I was going to
costumes.
say it doesn't matter. Good sets, great acting, and great direction will give you a good movie, and they never run out of. It's like one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a mad, 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 mad world.
Yeah.
It is one of the best comedies. It's long. It has a star-studded cast, but to this day, it remains popular. To this
Yeah.
day, that movie remains popular. So it doesn't. You don't need. And another favorite of mine that goes way back, Forbidden Planet. That was
Oh
my
yeah.
first favorite science fiction movie, and it was really Walter Pidgeon starred in that, and it was about the id, your id, and that movie holds up very. So the age of these movies, that were made years and years ago, when you've got the acting and you've got the script and the sets, doesn't matter. They just don't go out of style.
You're absolutely right, and you just marvel at them and say to yourself, "Wow." All the little things that they cover, and again, yeah, they must have spent a fortune back then. I'm not that they don't today, but today the thing is, a lot of the movies are done. There's so much animation,
Yeah.
and computer generated. Back then, let's face it, they used blue screen or green screen, whatever it was, and you could tell. Otherwise, everything was real.
Yeah.
Nothing was fake. Everything was real. We did, years ago, we did Arsenic and Old Lace. I don't know if you ever saw our version of Arsenic and Old Lace,
Yeah.
but that came out real well. And that was a great movie. I don't know if you ever saw that.
I saw the original and I saw yours.
Right. Oh, you did see mine.
Yeah,
Okay.
my grandmother used to love the original, and
Yeah.
I used to watch it with my grandmother.
Yeah, the original was really phenomenal. Phenomenal. But yeah, they're great. Every once in a while, catch an old movie. It just brings you back, and it was nice. But anyhow, so I saw bits and pieces of it. I couldn't see the whole thing because I was busy working. So I saw bits and pieces of it. So we'll see. Maybe, when I have quiet time, which Marshall, you just noted, Pat's going to be quiet for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So for those 3 days, maybe I'll have a little time to watch it, totally.
And on
And
and on Netflix, the Kaminsky Effect wrapped up their final season with
great,
six
great.
with. I'm not going to give away anything, but it's a great ending season. They had 3 great seasons, 8 shows, and 6 shows. And it was just so well done. I'm not going to give anything away. So if you folks have ever watched the Kaminsky Method, don't miss the final season.
Yeah, just it's excellent. It really is excellent.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's well done. They have the perfect length. The acting is superb. The fun. It's funny. I will tell you in this last series, they have some very big name stars that come in and do cameos. So that's when you know that you've been successful as a TV show, when you can bring in the
The
big
big
stars,
guns, yeah.
and they
Right.
show up for cameos, and they're not always appealing cameos. They're made fun of and stuff like that. So Morgan Freeman is in this as well, one of these episodes. So, but anyways, well, that's our look at the weather and movie reviews. I tell you, I mean, well, with the weather like this, it's just easy to follow.
Yeah, I mean, and what we're not going to talk about any of the lousy weather down south or anything like that because that's not going to affect us. So we talk about the weather that will, and It is coming, and it's going to be beautiful Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
And the weekend, it's up in the air.
Yeah. It's not going to be, it's certainly not going to be a stellar weekend, that's for sure.
All right. Well, one final thing, Pat. I went in to see one of my clients yesterday at Northeast Ford, and 3 hours later, I walked out with a new car.
With a new car. It took 3 hours to do that, huh?
Well, they convinced me, and I love the car. And they said, "You want to take it home today?" So I said, "Well, why not?"
Good for you. Well,
No,
good
it's
luck.
stupid.
Congratulations on that.
Sometimes I think this is why I've been married 3 or 4 times because I do things on the spur of the moment.
In the moment, yeah.
Had no idea I was going to get a new car yesterday. None. But I did. Oh, well. Well, Pat, new car in hand, weather forecast in hand. I'll speak to you tomorrow morning.
That sounds real good. You have a nice day, Marshall.
You too, Pat. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Pat Pagano this morning in the Weather Center with a check on our tri-state forecast here on Robin Hood Radio.